Making friends as an adult is brutally hard. You feel awkward, you feel desperate. Honestly, it feels like dating but without the apps. When I moved to a new city for a job, I spent every Friday night alone. I convinced myself I was just too shy or too boring to have a social life. But I was wrong. It turns out I was just hitting 3 invisible barriers that keep shy people lonely. I'll show you how to break them, but there is a deeper root cause that no one talks about. If you don't fix this, you will stay lonely forever. Stick with me and I'll show you how to fix it. The first barrier is what I call the entertainment myth. When I was sitting in that apartment alone, I thought that to make friends, I had to be impressive. I thought I needed to be the funniest, loudest guy in the room. This is the biggest mistake we make. We treat friendship like an audition. So when you talk to people, you're in your head constantly. Am I boring to them? Was that funny? You are forcing on yourself. You aren't connecting. You are performing. And people can sense that performance. It puts a wall up. The breakthrough for me was realizing that people don't want to be entertained. They want to be seen. You don't need to be the most interesting person in the room. You just need to be the most interested. If you are shy, you have a superpower. Observation. Use it. Instead of worrying about your next line, focus entirely on them. Ask questions. Listen without planning your response. When you make someone else feel interesting, they automatically like you. You take the pressure off yourself and put the spotlight on them. But being a good listener isn't enough if you never actually hang out. This brings us to the second barrier, the rejection script. I would meet cool people, get their numbers, and never text them. I told myself they are busy, they have enough friends. If they wanted to hang out, they would ask me. I was writing a script where I was a burden. If you are shy, you reject yourself before they even have a chance to. Here's the reality check. Everyone is just as insecure as you are. Most adults are lonely. They are sitting at home wishing someone would invite them out. They aren't too cool for you. They are waiting for permission. You have to adopt the mindset of assumed likability. Walk into it assuming the person wants to be my friend. They are waiting for me to say hello. When you act like you are already friends, you become warmer. You have to be the one brave enough to break the ice and send the text first. I want you to pause here because this is a big one. Be honest with yourself. When was the last time you actually initiated a hangout? When did you send the first text? Was it last week, last month? Never? Let me know in the comments. I bet we are all waiting for someone else to make the move. So let's say you send the text, you get coffee, and it's just okay. It's not magical. So you give up. This is the spark myth. We grew up watching TV shows where friends have instant magical chemistry. We think if it's not effortless immediately, it's not meant to be. But in the real world, friendship isn't about magic, it's about hours. There is a famous study that says it takes about 50 hours of time together to go from stranger to casual friend. 50 hours. When I moved to that new city, I gave up too early. I didn't realize that awkwardness. It's just a toll you pay to get to comfort. You don't need a spark, you need consistency. If you meet someone and it's just okay, hang out again and again. Familiarity breeds comfort. Don't look for a best friend on day one. Just look for someone you can tolerate for an hour and build from there. But here's the thing, you can be a good listener, you can initiate plans, and you can be consistent and still feel lonely. You can have people around you, but feel like no one actually knows you. This brings us to the root cause I warned you about. The problem isn't that you are boring, the problem is that you are hiding. When you are shy, you wear armor. You keep the conversation on the surface. work, weather, sports, because you are terrified that if you show your real self, you might be judged. You are protecting yourself, but you are also walling yourself off. You cannot bond with armor on. Real connection requires vulnerability. I realized that my boringness was actually just my refusal to be real. The moment I started sharing my actual struggles, my fears, my weird hobbies, the fact that I was lonely in this new city, everything changed. So here's the blueprint. It's not a magic trick actually. First, find a third place. A hobby group, a class, somewhere you go every week. Second, be interested, stop performing, ask questions. Third, assume likability, send the text, be the leader. And fourth, drop the armor, share one real thing about yourself. It's scary, I know it is, but the connection you want is on the other side of that fear. You aren't boring, you're just hidden. It's time to come out. Thanks for watching.